Hey, it's Rasool Berry, and I'm here at the Tower of David in Jerusalem, reflecting on the paradox of how could Jesus be both divine and human at the same time. Jerusalem is known as the city of David because David would have settled just over that ridge over there about 3,000 years ago. As you can see, the city has grown significantly since then. And yet we know David not only as the great king, probably the greatest king in Israel's history, but also as the prophetic poet who often wrote about the promise that God had given him. A promise that the Messiah would come through his lineage. How could David refer to him as Lord and he's his son? Well, Jesus himself really liked to expose these paradoxes, especially when it came to his identity as Messiah. We see this in Luke chapter 20, where the Pharisees are having a conversation with him, and he engages them with this question. How could the Messiah be the son of David when David wrote in Psalm 110, "The Lord said to my Lord, sit at my right hand until I make your enemies your footstool"? Now, this was a psalm that the Pharisees and everyone would have known was directly pointing to the Messiah. So then Jesus asked, how could David call him Lord if he's his son? This kind of created somewhat of a paradox, right? Because how is it possible that the Messiah could be considered both divine and human? This was a great mystery. In fact, the Pharisees just walked away and didn't ask him any more questions after that. But it also brings out this reality that faith is oftentimes complex and hard for us to understand. And just like the Pharisees were a bit too proud and arrogant in thinking that they could wrap their heads around everything, we can be like that too. And perhaps we need to approach the issue of faith more with a sense of humility and asking questions as opposed to always giving answers. Jesus can be both divine and human. That's something we can put our faith in and our belief in, even if we can't completely explain it. And it's a paradox. In the same way, it's possible for us to be both bold in wanting to proclaim what we believe, yet humble and still ask questions and learn from other people who don't see things the way we do at the same time. And yes, holding all of those things together takes embracing the paradox.